Everyone mark down the questions that are given on page number 7.
Which question?
On page number 7, beta. The 3 questions are given.
Yes, ma'am.
And page number 8, 2 questions are given.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now rest of the questions I'll dictate and you write down.
Ma'am, understanding the text, talking about the text.
Understanding. Yes, first and second you will be doing.
Ma'am,
understanding the text. Page number 9. Understanding the text. Page number 9. Okay. First and second.
Yes, ma'am.
Then talking about the text. First and third one. First and third one.
Yes, ma'am.
Written.
Yes.
Yes.
Now other questions, start writing. If the questions are there in the book, let me know what was friends expected to be prepared with for school that day. It is there in the book, beta. And what did friends notice that was unusual about the school that day? It is also there. What had been put up on the bulletin board, ये भी है आपके, है ना?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Then what changed in the order from Berlin? Cause in school that day, ये भी है. ठीक है,
Yes,
मालूम
ma'am.
है ना what changes had caused? M. Hamel had put on his best Sunday clothes, fine Sunday clothes, okay? And the whole school was strange and solemn. Everybody was seated on their places. And the backbenches that were usually vacant were occupied by the elderly village people. Okay? So all these questions are already there. So I'm going to now give you some of the extra questions. Extra we'll have. Write down the first one. Should I dictate?
Ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, the questions that you have, that is written in the book is think as you read now?
Of course, I narrated it.
Okay,
You did not listen?
No, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay, write down. First one, inverted comma, inverted comma. This is your last French lesson. This is your last French lesson. How did little friends react? How did little friends react to this declaration of M. Hamel? How did little friends react to this declaration of M. Hamel? Written, beta?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Next one. Again inverted commas. What a thunderclap. What a thunderclap. These words were to me. What a thunderclap. These words were to me.
Ma'am, these words.
Were to me. What a thunderclap these words were to me. Close the inverted beta. Which were the words? Which were the words? Which were the words that shocked and surprised little friends? Which were the words that shocked and surprised little friends? Written.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes,
yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Next one. What changes came over? What changes came over little friends? What changes came over little friends after he heard M. Hamel's M. Hamel's apostrophe S announcement? After he heard M. Hamel's announcement. Written.
Yes, ma'am.
Next one. What was tempting? Be fast, beta, in writing. What was tempting friends? What was tempting friends to keep away from school that morning? What was tempting friends to keep away from school that morning? What was tempting friends to keep away friends, F-R-A-N-Z, to keep away from school that morning? Written.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Next one. Who did M. Hamel blame? Who did M. Hamel blame for the neglect of learning? Who did M. Hamel blame for the neglect of learning on the part of boys like Friends? Who did M. Hamel blame for the neglect of learning on the part of boys like Friends? F-R-A-N-Z, Friends. Written, beta?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All are writing?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
Chirag,
ma'am. Yes.
writing or not?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Jay Kishan.
Yes, ma'am.
Next one, beta. Friends thinks, Friends thinks, Thinks, comma, inverted comma, will they make them sing in German? Will they make them sing in German, comma,
Will they make?
will they make them sing in German, comma, even the pigeons, even the pigeons. Put a question mark and close the inverted.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
does this tell us? What does this tell us about the attitude of the Frenchmen? What does this tell us about the attitude of the Frenchmen? Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Written.
Yes,
Rakshit,
ma'am.
are you writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Pranjal?
Yes, ma'am.
Completed, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. मैम 15 क्वेश्चन हो गए.
हाँ 15 क्या, ये तो बहुत होंगे. Don't worry. The more questions you get, it will be a very good revision for you. The more you are going
Yes.
to revise the chapter. समझ गए?
Yes, ma'am.
Because these questions, they cover the whole chapter.
Yes.
Beta. The more the questions, the more will
Yes,
be the
ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
do not worry, okay, about it. These are the short ones, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Next one. What did M. Hamel tell the people in the class about French language? What did M. Hamel tell the people in the class? What did M. Hamel tell the people in the class about French language? About French language. continue in this only. What did he ask them to do and why? What did M. Hamel tell the people in the class about French language? What did he ask them to do and why?
Pardon, ma'am.
See, what did M. Hamel tell the people in the class about French language? You remember? What did he say?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
most beautiful, the most clearest, and the most logical language in the world. Right? And what did he ask them to do and why? He advised them to guard the language. Remember, I had given you the example of the British India and all. To guard the language, right? And never to forget it. Yaad aaya?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Very good. Dhyan hai to very good. So what did he ask them to do and why? Next one. How did M. Hamel say farewell to his students and the people of the town? What? 1 minute. How did M. Hamel say farewell to his students and the people of the town? And the people of the town.
Ma'am,
How did
pardon.
M. Hamel say farewell to his students and the people of the town? Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have
Yes,
to write all the things he wore his formal suit, and he gave his last French lesson, and he also advised the people of France to safeguard the language, okay? And then he told them the importance of language, and then he was all overwhelmed with emotions and he could not speak in the last, but he wrote on the board, Vive la France. Got it?
yes, ma'am.
Then write down one more. Why the old men of the village were sitting there in the back of the classroom? Why the old men of the village were sitting there in the back of the classroom?
Ma'am, please pardon.
Why the old men, men means men, okay? Man means singular man. Why the old men of the village were sitting there in the back of the classroom? In the back of the classroom.
Okay.
Written?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, so how many questions overall?
Ma'am,
19.
18 are there?
18. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
yes,
And the textual questions?
ma'am.
5 are
Whole,
there.
ma'am.
5
Whole,
and
including them.
understanding the text and talking about the text, those questions are the long ones better. Okay?
Yes,
They are not
ma'am.
the short ones.
Ma'am,
Yes.
Right?
including them, there was 80. There is
Including
80.
them.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Including them, how
Total,
many?
ma'am,
18,
Ma'am,
18.
20.
18.
18, okay. Now 2-3 more questions I'm going to give you. Those are the lengthy ones, and that will do tomorrow, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Tomorrow I'm
Thank you,
going
ma'am.
to give it to you. And what I say, revise the chapter Lost Spring. Give
Yes,
it a
ma'am.
reading.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear,
Okay,
beta?
ma'am.
In case if you do
Yes,
not
ma'am.
get the answer
Yes,
of
ma'am.
any of the questions, let me know. I'll
Okay,
Yes.
ma'am.
WhatsApp it to you.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Will you be able to write down the answers on your own?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. That's the spirit. Good.
Thank you.
Bye, beta.
Thank
God
you, ma'am.
bless you all.
Thank you,
God
ma'am.
bless
Thank
you.
you.